Hello Aquarius, thanks for joining me at this little moment in space and time here at this YouTube channel for your September tarot forecast, tarot reading for sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Uranus, Aquarius, Mercurius. Hey, it's good to have you guys along, and let's see how things are flowing for your future forecast through tarot for this month. Again, general readings, Aquarius, take what applies, kick out the rest, that's how it works, and please set an intention. These readings are for you and the other person, the other thing, that thing, whatever it is that's on your mind. You bridge those intuitive gaps, and we'll get some cards out. And while you set an intention for this reading, I'm also going to pull one Power Oracle card to set a theme for the month, to see what, kind of what we're dealing with, kind of what we're working with, those sorts of energies. Then we're going to do a tarot spread. Then stay tuned. I'm going to do a poker hand for you guys, and then a romance angel at the end of the video. And that'll be it. And I want to wish you all the best in September. And thanks again for joining me here, Aquarius. Here you go. Your card for the month, Aquarius, is a card of affirmations. That's some beautiful imagery here. This is about radiant energy. This card as well is largely in part about communication. Communication with self and nonverbal communication with others. How we affirm things in our subtle isness, in our subtle way, to help others feel comfortable, to help ourselves feel vibrant and strong and keep us on the right path. Affirmations are very powerful tools that are initiated from within the inner self, the inner working mind, and the consciousness, the resonant consciousness of the moment that you're in. So we'll just move affirmations. There's some beautiful imagery on these cards down here, see, because you guys are like radiating, all that good stuff, right? Hopefully all good stuff. And let's have a look at tarot to see what we can see for the month ahead. Okay, I've got all these decks well shuffled for you, Aquarius. We'll just give them one last little flip through here, and we will also cut the cards for you. I shuffle them because it turns into like 5 minutes of me just fumbling and bumbling with the cards and making small talk. But anyways, Aquarius, here we go. We're gonna cut the cards, and I want to wish everybody that tunes in the best in all things: peace, prosperity, joy, bliss, abundance, health, well-being, happiness, honor, and truth. All right, here we go, and the cards will come. Here they go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now this spread, you guys, is one that I use to attach a tarot energy to each one of the chakras to give us some clear insight on how these tarot messages are applicable in our day-to-day life. We start out with the root chakra down here, see what's going in the mundane, and yes, we know the reading is for Aquarius, but this is a good sign. When you have the tarot energy up for your sign, congruent in the reading, it's a clear indication that things are on the right track, and that you guys, are better off and best off relying on those parts of self that have been tried, true, and tested. You don't need to change your format, change your style, or change anything for anybody this month. And don't worry about how other things are formulating or coming together around you. You're a shining star. That's what you are, okay? So it's a nice energy to let us know that pursue those goals, keep on pace, and keep on the current direction that you're on. You don't need to change. And if you're dealing with certain adversities in your life, please let this card be an affirmation or a confirmation for you that it might not be you. It might be that other person. If someone's coming at you and telling you, Aquarius, you got to do this and you got to do that, you might be better off just saying no, what are the motives here, and what actually do you need to do before you come at Aquarius saying that, we've got to do this, that, or the other thing. Or you think, those people that come up, you know what you should do? They say, you know what you should do? Well, you know what? You know what you're doing. You know what you should be doing. You know what you want to be doing. Take those things with a grain of salt, okay? And as well, this just has you standing in a very vibrant, affirmative energy that you're on your right path, and that, people better be appreciative of Aquarius energy when it's around, because it has the ability to take the cake, to take center stage, to give it a lot of hope and inspiration to other people and those around them. And you will be doing that kind of stuff without even trying this month, okay? It's very nice. I think my camera needs a little bit of an adjustment. Bear with me, folks. Thanks. All right. Now we've got the Six of Swords up here in the creative centers. So creative projects and things that you're pouring your heart into, things that you're trying to develop for yourself and in your life look like they're going to be taking a turn for the better this month as well, in regards to how you're feeling and the amount of balance that you have towards, say you've got like a very important project on the go, but you're also looking at things like family life, romance, and issues with relationships. And are you going to have enough time for everything? Because that's kind of one of those typical situations that arises for our Aquarian friends, is there's not enough time in the day for each and everything. But there's going to be a nice balance. You guys are holding firm to your energy. You're imploring a lot of your inner strength. You know, it's one of those things you got to tell yourself sometimes, I am strong enough. I am made for this. I do have these abilities to overcome any of this adversity that's being thrown in your way, especially when the journey seems like it's going to be long. Like it's like you've just maybe entered into the start of some sort of test of endurance or some sort of marathon. It's all right. The pace in which you move at, again, these cards are letting me know, is like you're right on track. There is no need for big change. I don't necessarily see new or big or brand new projects coming along or opening up for you this month. It's more or less this card is saying take care of what you can, and you're able to pour yourself, and make sure like the time management is of key relevance here too. When you're in there working on the things that bring you the most joy, have those balanced out on a nice clock or a nice part of your day that runs very smoothly with other outside responsibilities and those things, so you're actually feeling this sense of completion and fulfillment at the end of the day, because it's nice. Don't ever let it feel like if you didn't get finished today, oh, woe was me, because Aquarians, you could be stacked up on things like deadlines, you know, other people, making sure that other people in teams are pulling their weight, things of this nature. Don't change anything about you. This is almost as if like you guys are the 0 point. You guys are the the measuring stick. You know, other people will be looking to you. If Aquarius accomplishes this much, or if Aquarius is capable of ... XYZ, then they feel like they should be too. It's a good bar. It's a good bar to set at whatever level you would like to for you this month. If you're feeling tired, lower the bar a little bit. Nobody's going to judge you otherwise. If you feel like you could be accomplishing more and you've got the energy, then do it. Step the bar up a little bit higher for yourself, and that's going to be the way it goes, okay? All right, Sagittarius. You guys came up in the Sagittarius reading, and it's interesting that Sagittarius comes up in your reading here as well. This could be about relationships and situationships with Sagittarius, but this feeling is like you guys will be running sort of very parallel in terms of your social and your wantingness to like kind of communicate, to have good times, to party, all that good stuff. And the balance, again, it goes in through this to let me know that the major life energy is like, this is about testament to self, about you get done what you set your mind to, and you achieve that which you step forward towards. Things that you're procrastinating on, things that are not important to you, they're going to sort of fall by the wayside. And if you have to like clean up a mess, whether albeit yours or somebody else's, just take care of it. Just get it done in the moment, because it's really going to be evaluating and creating value out of your time this month. But our Aquarius, they might be feeling like taking things to the limit, Aquarius. Like the party goes on, the party continues. So if you're like indulging, if you're feeling very indulgent, whether it's chocolate or whatever, beer, whatever you indulge in that it's like doesn't quite leave you feeling as good the next day, just make sure moderation, willpower, like the gut check, all of that going on for you throughout this month as well. And this is a nice energy so far of balance, achievement of goals, achievement of dreams, and actually forward progress. It's a very nice reading so far, Aquarius. I love this energy for you guys. King of Pentacles up in the heart now. So relationships again with Earth energy. Capricorn, Virgo, what's the other one? Taurus. Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus may be up in the hearts for some of our Aquarius friends. King of Pentacles is here. This could, if you're not involved, it shows harmonious relationships with these Earth signs for this month. Getting back together, being on the same page, being at understanding or in accordance, establishing good rapport, heart-centered communication through like fully kind of empathizing and understanding the people that are like more grounded, very real, and as well, you could be incorporating a lot of these traits into your own aspects as you move through the month, getting your heels dug in, getting grounded, doing, like physically taking care of yourself, all of this stuff, the grounding work that takes place, being like, sometimes I just need to sit and think for a minute before I act, or before I jump to a conclusion, or before I have like poof, a flash or a brand new idea and then just run with it. This card is also the card of careful consideration before action, because the decisions in reality, it's kind of, doing the rubber band theory on you. It's like, well, what is the motivation? Why do we do the things we do, right? And when we look at it in a very real sense, Aquarius, it's about having something to show for it at the end of the day. So when it comes to your spending and when it comes to finances, you're going to be a little bit maybe critical of yourself, perhaps partners as well, about money going out, actually creating value in the tangible, in the very real, in the life around you. So whatever it is that you're spending money on, chocolate and beer, it quickly goes out it quickly goes away, right? And there's nothing to show for it. But the money spent, when it goes out, as long as your return is something there that maybe you appreciate, it helps get you across. It could be a tool. It could manifest in many ways, something that, just improves your life in the long term. Smart investments. And this is stuff that's important to you. It's showing up from the heart-centered energies, okay? Oh, now we got the dirty dirt. Yeah, because careful of promises this month. This is a card in your communication. And again, so we have Capricorn energy here as well. Could be good communications through with your Capricorn friends at this time as well, or a chance to bridge things that might have gone wrong in the past. Some of our Aquarius friends might be like receiving or giving apologies to certain earth signs, and Capricorn, I feel that's up here, that's due. And as well, this is a kind of a card to let you know, be careful of your spoken word at this time, okay? We had it up here. Just be very careful about like when you speak things into reality, if this comes with a promise, or if this is a subtle form of communication where it's like it leads people to believe something just because you said it in the moment, and then you could be feeling like bound to it, or things of that nature. Just be very clear with your communications about what your expectations are, and be very careful about like lending too much of yourself through just like kind of getting caught up in the moment, being like, oh yeah, I'll help you with that, or oh yeah, I'll take care of that for you. When really it's like, oh, I don't have time to take care of it. I really don't want to take care of that. Just be very careful that you don't bind yourself to anything, just kind of like in the drop of a hat, or quickly saying or agreeing, things of that nature, because it could end up leaving you feel bounded to it. And then that kind of just takes away from all this other stuff that you got going on and all these other things that you're doing. A lot of major arcana up here, the Star, Temperance, wow. And now the High Priestess coming along here, right? And Aquarian friends that have checked this out, these are awakened messages. We have no matter how you identify with your astrology or your zodiac, this tarot channel is committed to inner awakened messages, healing messages, and using the tarot as a bit of a way that you can understand things, right? And the High Priestess is really about understanding. What was unknown before is being made known to you. And Aquarius that have come here, if you have some concern about the long-term future, if you have concern about things that are shady and then you don't know about it, it could manifest in many ways. Maybe you're just like a little bit annoyed of gossip or things like that, all the way up to, oh my God, I don't have my 5-year plan. If only I knew XYZ, then I could figure it all out. This is saying release some of that. The High Priestess wants you to enjoy life rather than carrying too much concern for the real, for the mundane, into it each and every day. She's kind of trumping this reading so far, being like, none of it really matters unless you're allowed to feel comfortable in your own skin at the end of each and every day. And it looks like you're doing very well at that. But if you find your mind taking you on wild adventures, or if things that you don't know lead you to like think about 1,000 different things and you're just not sure what sits right or what feels right, it's better off just to drop some entire concepts, especially if it has nothing to do with you at the end of the day. As well, other people in your communities, workplaces, things of that nature could be coming to you for answers, for directions, for guidance, or maybe they're looking for you for the tea, Aquarius. Maybe you've got the scoop on something and you're just not willing to tell people because you're not one to like start up on the gossip chain or the gossip wheel. It's a very nice energy to have. It's okay. The future is meant to be a mystery, but it goes back to those daily decisions that we're making. and very much so. And you'll be feeling very intuitive. The third eye, it's like going to be quite an awakening month for you. You might bear witness to certain things that make things click for you, that make things say, oh yes, I always did wonder about that, and now I know the rest of the story. That sort of thing with the High Priestess. Not a bad energy to see up there. Lots of major arcanas. It almost feels like it could be like a big life-changing month for many of you, but these are more like, they're the major arcana, but they're all showing up very subtle. They're all showing up very much being like, just relax into this. There could be like a whirlwind around you of other people. And like I said, you're the calm in the center of the storm, Aquarius. You're the 0 point. You're the one setting the bar. Yo, I'm going to turn the wind up to 90 miles an hour. I'll turn the wind up to 110 miles an hour. Or I'll turn it down and make it a calm day for myself, right? Really that creative control about your essence as you move through the workday. Speaking of work, look, 8 of Pentacles up here. Deadlines, commitments, promises, expectations, all of that coming in with the 8 of Pentacles, but it's coming correct, so it's nice. Looks like Aquarian will be able to ground in nicely and take care of things, take care of business, as this saying goes, with credited focus, like renewed focus and discipline, vigilance, determination, okay? Overall will. All right, it's a nice balance of your willpower this month. I love this 8 and this 6 up with all of these major arcanas because it lets me know that you're feeling a level of stillness in environments that to others would be like very hostile this month or very like turbulent. Not necessarily hostile, but very turbulent, okay? So very interesting cards. Hey, we forgot to check the energy at the bottom of the deck. There it is, the 8 of Wands. So again, communications. Just be very mindful of quick communication that's too quick. If you need a day to think about something, if you need to like check in with somebody, just be like, just to double check. I just wanted to make sure. Absolutely. That's all okay. It's better to have checked twice, measure twice, and cut once, as the old saying goes in the world of a carpenter. You don't want to leave yourself too short or overextended based on maybe you just didn't get it the first time or somebody didn't convey the right message the first time. But it's you're feeling very okay and comfortable. Go back, double check on some of these things because it all comes back to an affirmation. It's best to be sure. It's best to be affirmed, reaffirmed if need be, and confirmed so we can go back without any sort of like paranoias or annoyances and that sort of thing. And that's what we're loving. That's what we're looking towards, okay? All right, let's see what we get up for a poker hand now, Aquarius. I've been doing these for all the signs. So far, Libra is the sign. Can you believe it? Libra with a pair of aces. Nobody's been able to beat Libra with their pair of aces yet. But let's have some additional messages, please, from this deck for a sign of Aquarius. Let's see what's up for you guys in terms of 5 of Clubs, 4 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles is up here again in your reading today. Wow. So a bit of a mishmash in terms of like the day-to-day, the month-to-month, all right? This here, it's like those major arcana that were up in your reading, some of you could be desiring for big change, for grand change, but the environment isn't suitable for it. So it's like, it is really calling, being like, be the change you wish to make. Don't worry about fixing everything up on the outside. Do what you can on the inside this month to feel at peace and blissed out. Even in situations where your goals, you're reaching, you're trying to achieve all this other stuff and more, but be an allowance of the current position that you're in because there's great strength that you can pull from this. You guys could be finding yourselves head over heels into work, deep into the workplace, deep into personal projects. 8 of Coins and 3 of Coins up here as well. I like this, seeing you guys engaged at this level in your workplaces, putting it out there to the world, being like the shining star, of being like, this is how it gets done. This is how things happen when you put your back and your mind into it. You can create like mini miracles and stuff like this. Okay, but again, make sure that the busyness level is there. Avoid competition and avoid being apathetic of people that like, if you're having to slow down too much to help somebody else that should be self-sufficient at this time, this is about teaching somebody else to fish in your situation and taking care of you, all right? If you feel like deadlines and commitments have been put up upon you are just people because they know you're strong and they know you're capable, but then they load up your plate with extra mashed potatoes being like, now eat this. Don't be don't just take it all in silence. You may need to like take a bit of a mini stand for yourself this month and be like, look, these expectations are a little bit daunting or unrealistic, and I'm going to be able to do what I can do, and I'm not afraid of it, but I'm just letting you know before I commit to it and agree to it and promise to it that this is I'm setting the bar here. You're not setting the bar for me, okay? But again, with some nice levels of work, we can see what goes on with this. There's not much to hold on to here. So guess what? If we were playing poker, Aquarius, we'd throw that whole thing in there and see what else came up for us. Yikes, nobody's going to beat Libra this month. You guys ended up with ace high, with the ace of inspiration here, okay? The ace of new knowledge, new ideas, things of this nature, okay? Look for the months ahead, not so much maybe September, but look in the months ahead. This has things about like purging, letting old situations go, old friendships go, cleaning out the Rolodex, cleaning out social media, all that kind of stuff with this energy that's here through that. The Eight of Wands is here again as well. Just saying, communication and balance. It's a give and take. If somebody's like, all in, they're wanting an answer today, just be very careful. Again, I can't be. The cards are very strong about this for you, Aquarius, being like, think before you agree to it, or think before you dismiss it quickly in a very vocal and in a very real way. And if that's just for some of our Aquarius in partnerships, let's go ahead and take our romance angel here at the very end of the reading. It's such a pleasure to be with you guys as always. If these little readings help you, if you enjoy them, please reach out, hit the like button, touch subscribe or any of the links in the description box down below to see what this little channel is all about. Stick around for a little while. Hey, it's easy to do and we'll be here for you. That's just kind of how we are. And affirm that you're going to be there for yourself. You're not going to let anybody in the way of you having the best experience that you possibly can, right? And it's like, you don't have to be prudish or rude or weird about anything. It's just kind of like, be a silent witness to other people's one-upmanship, games, competition, things of that nature. It's just not so important to you anymore, Aquarius, especially for those Aquarians that are in this awakening process. All right, for those of you, get up there of affirmations. We've got one great big affirmation coming up from this Romance Angels deck. For those of you that have been wondering about a person, you've pulled this card, soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So Aquarians, it feels good, doesn't it? When you have that right person, or you know that you're on the right track about putting your energy towards that particular relationship, right? That it's got those long-term gains, those long-term returns on it. Being like, yes, this is your soulmate. So love them with all your might. Give to them all of the liberty, freedom, compassion, and everything that you would enjoy receiving, knowing that you were treated like somebody else's soulmate. And then boom, we've got it happening here. Long-term success in relationships occurring, especially for our Aquarians that are balancing out their time, getting out there, keeping the party moving. Maybe that's your main motivation, is just to be with that very special person and give them as much time and energy as you have to give this month. All right, Aquarius, it's been a blast. It's been a pleasure to be with you. As always, we've got that harvest moon coming up on the 14th. Don't forget, autumn equinox coming up. We're changing into fall here in the northern hemisphere, spring in the southern hemisphere. I think that's happening on like the 23rd or something, 22nd or the 23rd. Enjoy your month, everybody. Be well, and we'll see you all again very soon.